Of course, as soon as I hover over the damn record button, this freaking animal outside decides that she wants to come in the house and starts barking like a crazy beast. Alright. Hold on. Yeah, she don't want nothing to do with the rain. But let me not put some damn water in her dish. She gonna be in the damn shower looking the floor and shit. Anywho, I have very interesting friends. I have very interesting friends who know about the things that I'm into. Things like video games and geeky fan stuff, like comics and etc. And of course, art. I'm an artist, have been for very, very large portion of my life. I've always liked drawing and doing the funky things. So when I was welcomed, no, that's not the right word because I wasn't fucking welcomed. When I was placed, when I was placed into a Facebook group known as Black Artists Connected, I got a little excited, a little bit, got a little hyped. I was like, oh, this is interesting. You know, these people were posting often. It was like, oh, okay. Whole lot of shit on my feed. Okay. Then I started realizing, yeah, well, how do I put this? How do I put this and not sound harsh, yet sound faithful to how I've been in every single other episode of Talking Shit? How do I put this? I think I'm just gonna say this group condenses and provides me this wonderful, glorious example of everything I hate about black people. Now, before anybody just decides to go flying off any handles, let me just quickly explain. I don't hate black people. There's a difference between that statement and what I said. I said this reminds me of everything I hate about black people. Now, there's some shit that I'm going to go over. And of course, it's not, when I say it's shit that I hate about black people, it's not to say that no other race does this. Like, I'm not racist enough in my belief to think that. It's more like if you have a bunch of, like, a specific breed of dog that keeps doing some shit, and then you have a whole bunch of other dogs all around, and some of them do that shit, some of them don't, but primarily that first group of dogs does this shit on too many damn occasions. That's what I mean. Okay, it's not a crapshoot. It's not biological. It's fucking learned behavior from being around other people who do this same bullshit. So I have it, like, it was so amazing to me, and the feed of the page moves so quickly that I actually had to take notes on this one. The first category, yes, category, because this some old bullshit, and whew, the first category is ego. Black folks got this ego to them. I don't know why. Like, I don't get it. I don't get it. It's like they don't, like, well, let me not say they. Black folks don't really give too much of a damn about earning the shit that they want the respect for achieving. You know, like today I saw one of the worst designs. Okay, I don't know if that caught. Sometimes the program I'm using freezes and I don't know if it stopped recording. So if I say something like I don't know if it caught that and then I say something over, that's why. But yeah, just one of the worst designed fucking album front and backs. Like, this fucking thing is probably gonna be in my nightmares, which makes me happy that I don't remember them. It sucks in a lot of ways that I don't remember my dreams. It does. And I'm gonna get into that in another video. I already got that lined up. There's some shit that needs to be discussed about that. But in this sense, it's actually saving me because I don't have to see that bullshit anymore. It was terrible. The type was terrible. The typeface choice was atrocious. The colors were fucking stupid. Like, it was ridiculous. There's just all kinds of shit wrong with it, right? I looked at this and I knew that the mind that this came out of is not one for improvement. I'm not gonna sit up here and you know, think that I'm about to turn this ship around. Okay? And this person, you know, this person who designed this shit, you know, she just snapped at people and didn't give a fuck about anything that anybody wanted to say. You know, just didn't care about anything. She posted the thing because she wanted people to like it. She just wanted people to say, "Yay, you did something cool," even though what she did looked like shit. And that is an example of the ego that I reference. Like, people will say, support my shit, while I ignore, you know, all the rest of the shit. I'll share, comment, and like absolutely nothing. But support my shit, you know? Like, you need to support my shit because, you know, you need to support black artists and all this shit. And I'm just be like, I don't support black artists because I don't support any colored artists. And of course that sounds bad, but what I'm really saying is, like, I don't give a fuck what color you are. If you do some bomb ass shit, that's what I support. I support good art. I don't give a fuck. Like, I'm not going. There's this thing about black people that makes them think that people are supposed to like them and approve of what they're doing because they black. But then when people turn around and be like, I don't like you because you black, then they want to get mad. It's like, black people, and I only know this because I've always felt like this undercover member of my own race. Like, that's the only reason I know, is because I've been in the thick with these motherfuckers for years. I don't know if other races are like this, but black people are fucking ridiculous with this shit. They be like, you need to support me because black people need to support each other, and they will support nothing. Fucking nothing. Nothing you do, nothing you say, nothing you are about. They don't give a fuck. This is all about them and them pushing their shit. They'll say, oh, look what I did, while I ignore those who try to improve on it. They'll say, like, yeah, look at this whole, look at this picture here. You know, I'm just getting into it. And they clearly aren't just getting into shit. Like, they fish. Man, black people fish. Black people fish for compliments unlike any other race I've ever seen. they fish for shit like it is fucking like it's their job. Like they sit there and they just, well, I don't know if this is, cool or none, and it'll be a fucking spot on, picture of some picture. And like that's a whole other thing that I'm gonna get into later in this video. Like this recreation shit, man. Like, and I'm not even trying to like say man as like a thing to allude to you being male. Don't think that. I say man as like a comma, like an exclamation of sorts where other people just go, oh Jesus Christ. Like I use man instead of that because I don't feel comfortable. Anywho, I'm just saying, don't flip. I'm not, but it's just weird how they'll just, say shit or post shit and then think that it's just the way that it's supposed to be, praise it, and don't give me anything that might cut me down. And it's not even like critique and criticism are different, but both are necessary in a lot of ways. Somebody says your shit is shit and they give a reason, and that reason is logical, and like it ain't just some bullshit that they just making up. Like, well, your shit red, so it sucked because I don't like red. Like, you can write that shit off. But if somebody says that's red and I don't think you're going for that feeling with this color because red is an intense color that means a certain thing, and you are talking about being cool and chill, you might want to try another thing. Then, like that's something to take to heart, right? You ain't got to change it. Ain't nobody putting a gun to your fucking head and talking about turn this type. But, shit, when people offer to help you out, you should take the help under consideration at least, and another thing that they do is they can't wait to finish some shit before they post whips or works in progress, which are like fucking 13% finish with nothing but a bloated ass face sitting there talking about the different techniques they using. Like, I saw that. This dude was trying to fucking draw, what is her damn name? Aretha Franklin, right? He had the picture of Aretha Franklin sitting there, right? And he has this big ass sheet of paper, right? And at the very top, it's her face. And her face looks like shit. It looks like she's been stung by all kinds of bees and shit. And like, I'm not the greatest artist in the world. I understand that. But at the same time, I don't, like, that was all that was on the paper. Was the fucking face. And the face looked like shit. Like, at least give us enough to where we can be like, oh, okay, I kind of see where you're going with this image as a whole. Not fucking 13% of an image that's shittily done, and you sitting over here talking about, yeah, I'm trying new techniques with this one. What the fuck are the techniques? What the fuck are you trying? It looks like pencil on paper to me. Maybe charcoal, but I don't see no technique. Do you know what the fuck a technique is? Do you think that a technique is a tool? Is that what you think? Because using charcoal and using pencil, those are not different techniques. Those are using different tools. Like, I think people just use buzzwords on this fucking thing and don't know what the fuck they're saying. Cause it blows my mind. I'm sitting there like, what the fuck are you talking about? How could you even, like, you just drew a bloated ass face at the top of a sheet of paper. What the fuck is the technique? I mean, it's not cross hatching. Like, it's nothing. I ain't know what the fuck. Like, instead of putting the picture of Aretha Franklin up there with the shit, why don't you put the like an older piece that shows this style that you deviating from on the shit? Because then that lets me know where the change is, right? No, of course not. That's too fucking unreasonable for this fucker to do, talking about his new techniques. It's all ego bullshit. Complete ego bullshit. He wants us to not go in on how this face looks like shit because he's experimenting. And it's bullshit. It's so fucking tired. Like, you can see completely through this bullshit every time. Every fucking time. And then, like, there's this whole thing on this page. Oh, man. Like, I, in moderation, love the word dope. Like, if you say something is dope, that's cool to me. Like, I like that. You know, I even like offshoots like dopeness. You know, that's cool. But on this page, it's used too damn much, and it's used to describe too many damn things. And that just, no. Not everything is dope, people. Not everything is dope, people. Not everything is dope, people. Okay? Not everything is fucking dope. And then there's this other thing where none of these motherfuckers want to spell shit right, man. Like, I don't claim to be a person who lords control over all spelling inefficiencies. I would not be friends with certain people if I held spelling above personality and humans and that sort of thing. But when I see things that happen, I say something. Like, I'll see something and I'll say something when it comes to spelling. Because sometimes you just want to help a motherfucker out, right? There was this one girl. Whew. She said, look, you know what? It's the same girl who made that shitty ass album art or whatever the fuck from before. It was the same girl. This chick said, but at least I'm paid. And she spelled paid P-A-Y-E-D. And I looked at it. And I was just like, maybe she just doesn't fucking know. Maybe this girl is a fucking child and they just put her on this page because somebody who was already in this page saw her drawing in homeroom and was like, she need to be a part of this group. Maybe a lot of things, but I said, you know, paid, P-A-I-D. Paid is the word that you use in that sentence. It's paid. And, you know, like, I'm sitting here thinking in my brain, like, you know, that's not language. You know, we got to help this person out here and get her on the right track. And her response was to tell me, you know, like, I say what I want to say. So, yeah, paid with the wrong spelling. And then she deleted the status at that point, so I couldn't respond. And I thought to myself, that's the dumb universe version of thank you for your time. It's when somebody says something so intelligent to you that you get mad and rage quit language. That is amazing to me. Like, I told her how to spell. She said, fuck you, I'm not spelling properly. And then ended the conversation. Pretty recently, I went over salt and what that was. I don't believe I have ever made a person that salty in all the days of my life, to where they could fucking get so mad at the fact, like, and I wasn't even swearing or nothing. I wasn't even being offensive. I just said, it's paid. And she was like, doesn't matter. And then I was like, oh, well, see, I'm not really saying whether or not it matters. I'm just letting you know, just in case you actually thought P-A-Y-E-D was a word. It isn't. Like, and I just said that just now more disrespectfully than I said it to her directly. And that's when the whole, you know, I say what I want bullshit happened. So I'm kind of proud of that, actually. But I just think it was fucking hilarious that not too long after coming up with the whole thanks for your time thing, I see it bizarroed back at me. And that shit's fucking hilarious. Another thing I've seen on this site or this group is how motherfuckers say shit that they think is really profound and edgy and hip and challenging to the norm and all this shit, when in actuality it's just fucking stupid. Like, when you really sit there and listen to it, or you think about the actual phrasing or the wording behind the shit, it's fucking stupid. I was reading through the page and it said, are you an artist? Like, somebody actually said this. Somebody fucking said this. And it was the only line. Like, they typed it, and you know they fucking they hit that post button, and then they just lean back like, yup. Guess who the shit, motherfuckers? Answer that shit and fucking sit up and tell me who the fuck got you thinking on this motherfucking Wednesday night, motherfucker. I know exactly what the fuck I know. Like, they just sat back and they just fucking went in with the pride. And the sentence was this: are you an artist or an art business? How the fuck am I gonna be a flesh and blood business? You can run a business as a person. You can be about your business as a person. You can join a business as a person. You cannot be a fucking business because you are a person. Business? A business is not a fucking job title. You cannot be a fucking business. But motherfuckers was sitting on this site taking that shit serious. It was like, yeah, man, I'm both. No. Sweet cheeks, no. You're not both. You are one who runs the other. You're not a fucking business. Businesses aren't people. Businesses are run and operated and owned and all that shit by people. Businesses are not people. It's like saying, it's like if you were talking to a fish, right? And you're like, fish, are you scaly or do you scale buildings to success? That's the kind of dumbass shit these motherfuckers is proud of. I'm like, it fucking destroy like everything. It makes my brain reset itself. Like I'm sitting here like, what the fuck is wrong with you? And what is wrong with people? Like I think that when you say something that's stupid, people should just ignore you. Like if you're gonna say something that's stupid, you should be treated like the person in the asylum that's sitting in the corner and has been talking for the past 2 hours to the clock that's on the wall next to them. I think you should be treated exactly the same when you ask grown adults if they're art businesses. In what other way does that fucking work? Just put it in another context. If I were to walk up to you out of nowhere and be like, are you a garbage disposal business? How the fuck are you gonna look at me? Serious. Like, how the fuck are you gonna look at me if I walked up to you and I asked you that question? Hey, bro. Hey, bro. Are you a house cleaning business? You're gonna look, what? Right. That's what the fuck is supposed to happen because that's a dumbass sentence. Alright, anyway, the next category, and this is a short category because it's only really one sentence that I need to say about it, because this is a medium that I've chosen, or a style within this medium that I've chosen. It doesn't come with pictures. And what's interesting is I'm talking about a fucking artist site and I ain't using images. You know why? Because I don't fucking need them. And the images actually would go against like the point that I'm gonna make. That like there's a point coming and I'm gonna make later, to where if I actually showed the images that these people post, it would actually be hypocritical. So it's good that I'm not. But the next portion of this shit is simply titled porn. And honestly, like, I really think that a lot of these people who are drawing these things, I think that before they go and put the pencil to the paper, they need to rub one out. Like, serious. Like, they just need to just, breathe a little bit, start breathing a little harder, go look at something and take care of it. Because it's like everything these motherfuckers is drawing is about fucking. All, like, I'm just like, come on, man. You got like 8 images in one post all about fucking. You ain't even drawing faces no more. Like, it just got to the point where you just drawing torsos and thighs and just fucking shoulders and shit, because that's all you need to show fucking. And I'm like, you real? Come on, man. Like, I get it. Fucking is nice. I understand. But damn, like, this is how you gonna use what you've been working on? This is what you've been training your hands and your eyes to come together on this, with the paper, and you done all this drawing. This is what you fucking draw for? To just show fucking? Or women that are ready to be fucked? Or women that ain't got no clothes on, that's just standing there looking sassy because, like, that's all you fucking care about? Like, dude, come on with this. Like, it's not even that I'm a prude. I get bored if all you drawing is about fucking. I want to know why people are fucking. I don't want to just see people fucking. I don't want to just see bodies fucking. And if you're going to do that, make them fucking elves or something. Make them something interesting as opposed to just two people with vastly exaggerated proportions sitting there fucking. Like, come on, man. Like, come on with that. Just come on with that. Like, you can do better than that. Fucking don't waste my time with that. It's too much. All right, the next category. This one bothers me. It's recreation without creation. As an artist, I find it to be important to not throw fellow artists under the bus just for no reason. You throw works under the bus when they're shit. And I mean shit. Like that album cover shit. Like if you saw that, it was an assault. Everything I said to her, that if she could even interpret anything I said to her as an attack, it was fucking self-defense, because that cover art was an assault to my eyes. She struck first with that bullshit. But that's not even this fucking section. Calm down. I don't understand why it's so praised. Why, when people draw shit that exists already. Like, I don't understand why when somebody fucking creates this character out of nothing and just fucking, or even out of an inspiration, and creates something, makes a pose for them, makes a personality, gives them shine and all that shit. People will look at that shit and it'll get like 3-4 likes. But then if somebody takes a photograph and makes the same shit, they get like 50 to 70 minimal. And I'm like, the shit was there already. Like, to me, it ain't art if the shit is like right there already. Like, if you're not bringing something into the world, like, photography is its own art in the form that it is capturing the world. And if you draw something that exists in the world, that's kind of iffy. But it's not the kind of art that I dig. Like, I don't see that as being art, because my thing about art is about creation. Outside of photography is art because you create the scenario where the capture happens. Like, good photography is about angles, it's about lighting, it's about perspective, it's about focus, it's about exposure. Like, it's about all these things that you are making happen in your photograph. So that is how photography is art, even though it's just capturing what's in the world. It's capturing that, like, your angle, your viewpoint of that situation. So I view that as being art, because it's expressive. But when you do this machine-like bullshit where you just fucking make something that's sitting right to the left of what the fuck you are drawing, how is that art? I don't understand. The shit is right there. It's right there. And you're doing it in fucking pencil. Like, I've seen pictures where it's like, man, that looks exactly like a photograph. And then there's the photograph, except they did it in pencil. And I'm like, why the fuck would you waste your time with that? Like, if you can do that, create your own shit with the pencil. Like, you obviously have talent and skill and all that shit. Put it towards something new that's not here, that hasn't been shot with a camera, that hasn't been expressed in a way. Like, make something new. Make this world bigger. Like, make what is in this world expand through your own personal vision that none of us can fucking, like, even when people redraw Batman, I'm like, that's a new take on Batman. Cool. You know, even when I draw a fan art of Scud or something, I'm like, this is my interpretation. This is my viewpoint. This is not me taking something that somebody else did right fucking there and then just fucking, like, you know? So I'm not trying to take away from the talent or skill. It's just I don't see the reason in doing that outside of getting people to be like, wow, you did that. But, like, it's not, there's no you in that. There's nothing personal in that. You're not expressing anything to me. You're not telling me anything about yourself. You're just saying, I, like a machine, can make this shit if I see it. And, like, really? Artists? Really? Come on. But, you know, like, as far as this page goes, this page with their recreation and their fucking art theft and all this shit, like, everybody wants to draw fucking lions and Michael Jordan. Like, it's this, you know, these black symbols and imagery. Everybody wants to draw a fucking lion's face. Nobody draws a lion's body because I guess that's too damn scary. They just want to draw the fucking face, and everybody wants to draw Michael Jordan or Kendrick Lamar or fucking, I don't know, whatever fucking basketball player or rapper is hot at this point. I don't really know. I don't give a fuck about either of them. But that, like, that's what they draw. And I'm like, come on, man, what the fuck y'all doing? You know, like, I saw a dude draw a lion with a pair of Beats headphones on, and the whole thing was a silhouette of Africa. And I'm like, that perfectly describes this fucking group. That perfectly describes this group. Nobody gives a fuck about doing anything original. I saw, like, one thing where it was, like, cool, where, you know, like, there was this one thing where there's this anime, I don't know if it's coming out, I don't know how far they've gotten in it, where, you know, it's just black people and they're doing anime shit in battle, you know, and it's cool. I saw that once. You know how many lions I fucking saw just sitting there for no reason? Because lions are supposed to be, you know, the king of the jungle, and these dumb motherfuckers want to be kings. Like, don't even get me started on that bullshit again, talking about kings and queens. Oh, do not. But, yeah, these motherfuckers, like, I wish I had a dime for every fucking Boondocks drawing. $1 for every time I saw Riley and or Huey on this fucking group. I wouldn't be looking for work. I wouldn't. I would be set. Cause these motherfuckers love them some Boon. Like, these the only two black kids niggas can draw. And yes, I did say niggas. Yes, I did. Because my anger is rising. And I am starting to break the filters that I have held in my brain throughout this entire conversation. I've thought niggas since the first word. Because this some nigga shit. And I'm like, it is. It's some ignorant ass nigga shit. And I need to clarify the fact that I don't just use that word lightly. I don't use it lightly. When I see lions and fucking all the time on this shit, and I see this fucking ego tripping bullshit, motherfucker sitting up here talking about something. Okay, wait, no. Let me set the scene first. You know, you remember that shit I was talking about where this motherfucker was on, like, are you an artist or are you an art business and all this bullshit. So one motherfucker came in to that shit talking about, well, you know, I got this business over here, so, you know, I guess I could be considered doing something. And then there was a link to a fucking website. And I will tell you right now, I don't know where the fuck that website goes. I do not know, because fuck him. You're going to sit over here and passive aggressively use this status as a way to try and move your shit in. Like, you know, just sneak it on in. Like, oh yeah, well, you know, I do this thing over here and this my business. Like, that kind of shit. Motherfuckers, when they just be talking like that, I just want to fucking strangle them. I just want to strangle them. And this the kind of bullshit I'm talking about. But, like, back to the Boondocks thing. This one cat put Riley and Huey on the damn denim baseball cap. Put characters that ain't his on a fucking denim, like jeans, baseball cap. And in the post that these videos are shown in, the first word, the first sentence was, I try to be as creative as possible. That shit made me want to pull a ghost dad, but with Wi-Fi, and just reach my hand into a fucking Ethernet cable and come out the other side and just put glasses on him to knock them off. I try to be as creative as possible. Negro, you didn't make the hat. You didn't make the characters. Essentially, what you did was print some shit and do a fake ass iron on. And you gonna start the damn sentence without trying to be creative as possible? Some nigga shit. That is some nigga shit. That only niggas. Only niggas. Because the sentence is where the nigga part happens. I ain't never known another race to be like, well, I'm going to steal this. I'm going to steal this. I'm going to put them together. And then I'm going to brag on my creativity. I don't know other races to do that. I know other races to steal shit. Steal this thing. But see, what puts it in the nigga territory is when you try to brag on creativity. Like, you don't even know what the fuck language you speak to think that you being creative at all. With this fucking bullshit, everybody knows the characters ain't yours. Everybody knows you can't make hats. Where the fuck is the creativity? What the fuck were you doing? Like, I don't understand. And then just let me get close real quick. Let me get close. Motherfuckers was in that same damn status talking about how much you charge. I looked at that shit and I was like, oh hell no. How much you charge? For what? For ironing something on a hat? Is that? What's the going rate of art theft? What was it? Well, okay. I'm sorry. That's not the right term. It's not art theft. It's character theft. Because he showed the sketch of the art. So he did the drawing. But, like, what the fuck is so... what the fuck is wrong with your brain to where you are delusional to think that is okay? You know who the fuck puts Spider-Man on ball caps? Marvel. You know who puts Batman and Harley Quinn on belts? DC. You know who puts the Boondocks on hats? Ignorant ass niggas on this site. There's a difference. You're not supposed to fucking do that. Like, you can do that for your own hat. You can do that for the hat that you wear outside on your head. But you don't get to fucking take orders with characters that you didn't make up, put on apparel that you didn't fucking make. You don't get to do that. Like, that's fucking insane. Like, all right. The next, I think you get my point. The next category is the last category, and it is hypocrisy / niggas don't listen or care. And motherfucker was on the page and he said a bunch of shit, and then the hashtag was support local artists. I don't fucking live near you. How the fuck am I supporting local artists if I don't fucking live near you? Why would you put that on a fucking group on Facebook that has over 100,000 members? Yes, I fucking said that. This group has 100,000 members plus, and talking about support local artists. We don't even know where the fuck you live. Chances are we don't live near you. So how the fuck are you local? Like, you're just using terms that you think sound good, and that is really fucking stupid. You should not do that. Know what words mean before you use them. Just know what they mean. That's words deserve to be understood. And here's the thing. Back in the day, I would get it because dictionaries were fucking huge. You know, now you can go to a website on the phone that's in your pocket that tells you not only how to spell words, but what they mean and what they fucking sound like. But you can't be bothered. You can't be fucking bothered because you're just like, nah, I don't give a shit. Support local artists. I'm like, oh my gosh, man. For real? For real? And then there's the theft. Rampant theft. You know, it's like, let me steal this piece of art, turn it around, and make the white person black because justice. And never, not once do they ever see the fucking hypocrisy. Like, that literally happened. There was an image of Jessica Rabbit, okay? Jessica Rabbit is white, okay? Jessica Rabbit is also a fictitious cartoon, but she's white, okay? Here's what this motherfucker did. This motherfucker took the image, tweaked the face a little bit so that, you know, she'd have bigger lips and that sort of shit. Turned the character around. Well, turned the whole image around. Like, you know, flipped it so that she's, instead of facing left, she's facing right. That sort of shit. And then made her skin color black. And kept everything else the same. And then posted that shit up like it was an original fucking work. And I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, they did it because, you know, well, there's got to be a black version or something because there's too much white stuff around. And here's my problem with that. If you want black shit to be cool, there are two things that need to happen. And the black population is in control of both things. Which is why it's amazing to me that this shit hasn't been turned around, yet there are so many complaints about it. Two things need to happen. You need to stop supporting ignorant black shit, and you need to make cool black shit yourself. That's it. If you fucking did that, you would have shit. There'd be a whole lot more cool motherfucking characters than Riley and Huey. Because here's what happens. Because I know niggas got a rough, like they have a hard time working with long-term thought, and this might be a video that some people in my fandom need to go and show some niggas because they being stupid. Here's what happens when you don't support dumb black shit. Like most of the media that involves 90% black actors and actresses, when you don't support that, it goes away. And when it goes away, people try different shit. And when people try different shit, they're like, oh, okay, well, let's see if they're like black people doing cool anime shit. When you see that, you latch on to it. You support it. See, you go to those like you go to these dumbass Tyler Perry movies that you love so much. You go to those like you watch those like you watch The Game. And I don't mean the football game. I mean that dumbass show called The Game. Like you go to those the way you watch that. You support those the way you support that. Like the way you support that now. Right? So shit like The Game and Tyler Perry bullshit, all that goes away. And then good black shit comes in because people are making it themselves. They get these ideas where it's like, well, I want a black version of Jessica Rabbit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to craft a story where I can make a black bombshell in a pink dress and have her be sultry. And then you go, well, I don't really know all that much about story writing. Let me go figure that out. And then it starts to snowball. And then all of a sudden you got a script. And all of a sudden you got a fucking agent. And all of a sudden you got a gig. And all of a sudden you got a crew. And all of a sudden you got like it just snowballs and gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. Until you have something worth supporting. And then when black people do their jobs and support that good shit, instead of this fucking Rosewood nonsense that I'm not even gonna fucking talk about in this video, but that show is ass. But you support the good shit and you let the other shit go. That soul plane nonsense that people just make to get checks, you gotta let that shit go. You gotta let it go because it's fucking stupid. All these scary movies that aren't scary, you gotta let that shit go. First of all, any movie that fucking lies to you in the fucking title, you need to start examining closer. When shit says scary movie and it's a comedy, no. Let that shit go. Let it the fuck go. If you want good black shit, you gotta let the dumb black shit go. Because we got a lot of dumb ass nigga black shit. And we gotta let it go. Because it's fucking ruining everything. And stealing an art piece, making the character black, and then talking about, well, this justice. No, it isn't. It's complete injustice. It's bullshit. And it is not what you are fighting for as this internet black ass panther bullshit nonsense. Sitting over here mad. The next point was within that section is, there's a pinned sticky for rules with little to no enforcement and none of the members give a shit. And it's just sad. They're like, yeah, when you post something from somewhere and it's not yours, credit them. And nobody credits anything. Yeah, man, I just saw this shit over here, man. It's dope. I don't know where it came from, though. You're not helping the artists. You're not giving them exposure because you don't know shit. Put it they're all, in the sticky. Put it in Google and do a reverse search. Niggas. Huh? And then it just fucking goes nowhere. And it's like, I don't fucking know what you're talking about, so I'm not about to do it. That's essentially what happens. And then, like, I look at what gets approval and what gets likes, and it's fucking amazing to me. All right, like, if you ask for some advice on some shit, I saw somebody, they asked for genuine advice on how to draw wavy / curly hair. They were like, is there anywhere I could go to look this up? Is anybody got any tips or anything? They got 2 likes and no help. Okay. So, right. Somebody else posted this shitball picture of Aaliyah that was cartoonized with a Photoshop filter. Now, when I say that, I mean, like, there are people who don't really know what the fuck Photoshop filters are or what they do. Basically, at the push of a button, you can make something look entirely, well, it's not even really cartoony. It's just fucking flat. Like, it's really, really flat, and the colors are just really, really pronounced. Like, it turns a picture of a person into like this weird digital painting it sucks all the detail out, and it's just big blocks of color, right? So this motherfucker did that and then put a crown that was the same sloppy Photoshop filter. They did the same thing with the crown, and they put that on her head and like cut the top of her head off so it looked shitty, and then just put the fucking crown on top, and then it said on the sides some stupid ass, like, well, okay, it wasn't stupid because of what it said. It was stupid because of the type. Like, I think it said like Queen Aaliyah, and Queen was on her left and Aaliyah was on the right, but the type went off the fucking sides of the page. It wasn't even readable. Aaliyah had 2 uppercase A's starting her name off, and that just fucking looked stupid. Like, the whole thing was ridiculous. And that, 5 likes, right? But then put Batman with a speech bubble over his head that says, "I'm Daddy," on one shiny baseball cap that's purple. I'm sorry, that's blue. And the Joker on a purple baseball cap saying, "Daddy's home." 20 reactions. 20 hearts and likes. And I'm like, and of course it's the same bullshit as the dude who put the Boondocks characters on the fucking denim ball cap. It's the same shit. But, and then, like, I saw this other picture that was well done, but all it was conceptually was a fist with an afro on the fist. Like, it was very well executed, but if you just look at it as a concept, it looks really fucking stupid. But it was painted well, but it just looked so damn stupid as a concept. That shit got over 100 likes and reactions, and I'm just like, what the fuck is going on, people? What the fuck is going on, people? And so, like, really, to wrap up, I mean, I'm gonna sit in this fucking group. I'm gonna sit in this shit, but I needed to let my stance be known about some of this moronic, dumb shit that's going on this page. It's not going anywhere. It's not gonna stop, and that's fine. But damn, like I don't even understand why in the fuck anybody. Like at this point, I really doubt I'm gonna be posting anything else to that, because I don't like my art being associated with shit like that. I just don't. I work too hard on my shit. I work for too many hours on my shit. I work too hard conceptualizing my shit for it to be there with a fucking fist with an afro on it and everybody goes gaga. Nah, I'm good. Yeah, I'm good. All these lions and shit. Nah, I'm good. I think I'm good. But yeah, like with that, I'm done. I'm done talking about this nickerdom. I'm done. Fucking stupid. Fucking stupid, man. Like that fucking album art is gonna be in my nightmares. But anyway, you all have a really good whatever the hell you're doing and all that, and I will talk to you next time. Oh goodness, that damn album art.